would have to say what got me into surfing. It was probably the Dove hairspray my mom bought for me. Um, it gave me a lot of control with my hair. I could give the styles I wanted, and I had the appearance of a surfer after I'd use it. And so my mom bought me a wetsuit. I felt kind of guilty having it because I live near the beach. I just didn't go enough as I should. And from then on, I just started going to the beach, and I fell in love with surfing. I started paying attention to it, and I just kind of fell in love with the sport after that. Alright, anyway, I got my first two surfboards just scootering out front one day, and I saw these two rodents that are very strange. Never seen any like them. Possibly they remind me of almost Superman maybe, but I followed them, and they led me to some crazy alleyway. And in that alleyway there was a trash can with two surfboards in it. They were trashy and Krypton, like that new Batman vs Superman movie. And I looked at those rats. I knew they were important to something. They led me here. I looked at them and I said, look at me, I'm the captain now. You do what I say. And they did what I said. I said, fix up these balls right now. I said, fix them up. And they did. And I knew that was my career started that day. Rats, I never saw them again. It was probably one of the most memorable days of my life. Sorry. As a kid, I was good at many things. Surfing, skateboarding, ripsticking, scootering, and even some of the extreme sports like tap dancing and shopping at Walmart. And it's surprising to me how many people are shocked by that second one, because a lot of them are surprised to hear that I can shop effectively at Walmart. And I think it has to do with the fact that most of America doesn't read the signs anymore. Like, my technique is just to read the signs that provide us which foods in what aisle. Going there with my friends back in my youth, I can recall times when they would not be able to find the soup because they'd be looking for Campbell instead of Campbell soup. And the same thing with the lotion. They would go to the lotion aisle. I'd ask them, I'd be like, what are you doing, mate? Just because it's the same color doesn't mean it's the same thing. They said, oh no man, we got mixed up because like the lotion's cool and the ice cream's also cool. And I'm like, well, is it cool or cool? And they said, it's cool. And I knew at that moment exactly what they were telling me right there, that it was cool. You know, the cool and not the other cool. You know what I'm saying. My biggest accomplishment from it was probably getting a full-ride scholarship to Kentucky University, home of the fried chickens. And my freshman year there, I made the varsity surf team. It was me and 3 other people on it, and that was kind of like a big confidence boost for me. So I signed up for the Junior Olympics, and you would expect me to get first. I mean, I'm not trying to be modest or anything by saying that, but I mean, anyone would expect me to get first, and that's what I did. I placed first. I got a medal and everything. I got a reigning champion title, and I applied again the second year when I was a sophomore in college, and I really wanted to keep that title for myself. And this new kid, Jay Moretti, I think. Jay was his first name, I'm certain about that. He was like the new guy there. He reminded me a lot about myself, and he just beat me by a whole point. It was like 110 points to 109 points. It was something, that's for sure. But I learned something about that. After placing second, breaking my board on my knee, I learned something important about myself, and that's that my kneecaps have tremendous strength. Jay's don't, but these ones do. That's why Jay goes and surfs Mavericks every year. And even with his weak kneecaps, he still surfs those tiny waves. And that's a big inspiration for me. I mean, I'm inspired not to surf there because obviously it drains so much of his kneecaps power. And so I'm completely fine with surfing the local 1 to 2 foot surf near my house. But also I was inspired by him trying to go out and surf that place even with the small kneecaps that he has. Can't compare to the strength of mine. But I respected him for that. And those 3 foot waves would scare me sometimes. They'd get up to about chest high almost. If it was really pushing a 4 foot one, it could get up to your chest. And that really inspired me. I think Jay did. And so now, every once a month, I'll go out and surf when it's 2 to 3 golden conditions. And that's kind of how I've gotten to where I am today. Just surfing once a month. And I have Tim to thank for it. Setbacks. I don't have many, I'll be honest, but there was one when I was 2. I had this ant farm, and in my preschool class we were learning about the different kinds of like bugs and insects in the world, and I was intrigued to find that some of them had tiny little hairs on them. And so when I got back to my house, this was shortly after my mom had bought me the Dove hairspray, which I cherish so much, and I decided to put some in the ants' little tank to give them the same surf appeal I had at the time. So I sprayed some in there, and a couple seconds later it just combusted, and I don't know why. I didn't hate my ants. I had no reason to blow them up. I was only 12, so I didn't. I was 2, and I did know how to light a match at the time, and I was a pyromaniac, but I did not kill my ants. I would not want to have seen my ants blow up. The match fell from nowhere. It's still a mystery to me to this day where the match came from. And I tell myself every morning I'm not a killer. What happened to those ants were not your fault. They chose to be in that crate at that time. But it's not my fault what happened to them. I'm not a killer. And my surfing career has not been affected by that at all in any way, shape, or form.